So when do we use many and when do we use much? That is tricky, and it all has to do with whether or not you can count the noun. So, for example, I have many apples in my fridge. I have many apples in my fridge, but I have much food in my cupboard. I have much food at home. I have many apples at home. The reason why is that food is one of those nouns that you don't count the individual things. It's just this food, this general kind of a noun, a collective noun, meaning there's probably lots of stuff in there, but we're not going to take them out individually and count them. It's just food. So I have much food, but I have many crackers. I can count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I want some more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 crackers. So I can count those. So that's many. Much is for general things like how much water do you have left in your canteen? How much water? Water is another one of those things. Water is like this thing, this liquid that you drink, but you can't really count it unless you put it in a glass or a bottle. You can count the bottles or you can count the glasses, but you can't count like water. So it's how much water do you have? Or you could say how many bottles of water do you have? Because you can count the bottles. Let's see, what else is there? So another example of non-countable items would be money. How much money do you have? You can't count. What you can do is count dollars. You can say, how many dollars do you have? How many dollar bills do you have? Or how many pennies? How many coins do you have? But how much money? Because you can't really separate it all out. Because you might have coins, you might have dollars, you might have savings bonds, you might have... Money is just this, overall, general, collective noun. So, ice. Ice is a non-countable noun. How much ice is left on the lake? How much ice? But how many ice cubes do you have in the freezer? Ice cubes or icicles. How many icicles are hanging from your door? You can count those. But how much ice? Business can be a general term, meaning how is your business going? Like how much business did you have last month? Kind of a general thing. It can also be a countable noun if you're saying like, how many businesses do you own? I know you have a hair salon and you have a massage parlor. I don't know. How many businesses do you own? But how much business did you have last month? Business in general. English is a non-countable noun. So how much English do you know? Not how many English do you know? How much English do you know? But you can count how many languages. How many languages do you know? You know, English, French, German, Spanish, Japanese, Chinese. How many languages do you know? But how much Chinese do you know? How much Japanese do you know? Fruit. Fruit is a non-countable noun. How much fruit do we have? Fruit is kind of a general term, right? Apples is a specific noun. How much fruit do you have? How many apples do you have? Testing. Testing is generally a non-countable noun. So, how much testing did you do yesterday? How much testing? Versus tests can be counted. How many tests did you take? Did you take 1 test, 2 tests, 3 tests? How many tests? But how much testing did you do? Bread. Bread is another example of a non-countable noun. How much bread do we have left? How much bread? Or you could say, how many slices of bread? Because we can count the slices, right? How many slices of bread do we have left? Transportation. Transportation is another kind of a general non-countable noun. Like, how much transportation will there be to get everyone to the event? Versus how many buses are available to take everyone there? How much transportation? How many buses? Okay, well, I hope that helps you understand when to use much or many. And let's just go over the pronunciation of much and many. Much, ch, much. And many, even though it's spelled M-A-N-Y, we typically say it more like an M-I-N-E-E. So many, like Minnie Mouse. Many. How many apples? How much transportation? How much fruit? How many buses? How many apples? Okay, that's it. Good luck.